It is primary election day in Ohio. Polls are open until 7:30. Voters are weighing in on primaries for mayor and other local offices, and statewide there are more than 100 school tax issues on the ballot. News Channel 5's Dan Haggerty joins us now. And Dan, certainly voters are keeping in mind some pretty tough economic times.
Yeah, the economy, as you mentioned, that's the number one factor people I talked to said gets them to the polls. One of the factors that might keep them away from the polls, though, weather like this. The voting signs outside the polls were dripping wet. The rain coming down, the puddles filling up, and keeping the polling sites empty.
You have a really rainy day out there. No matter where you go in the county, it's raining. So folks, I think, are just not coming out.
Jane Platten is the director of the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections and says today's numbers are low but consistent with a May primary. This polling location in Broadview Heights had only a few dozen people coming through the doors all day. The polls opened at 6:30, and by noon, one district had only 2 people voting on the lone issue on the ballot, a school levy.
A lot of folks have voted by mail already, 20% of the voters that are in this election, and we've had about a 2% turnout at the polling locations today.
The 20% who voted absentee are still being counted at the Board of Elections mailroom in Cleveland. When all the envelopes are open, about 50,000 people took advantage of early voting.
I like to come out and vote. I like to show my support.
Some ignored the downpour to do it the old-fashioned way at this church in Garfield Heights. They have 2 school levies on the ballot and mixed opinions.
The gas prices, the cost of living, it just sucks.
Everything is tax, tax, tax. I'm voting against taxes.
The Board of Elections expects to have about 70,000 votes total for this primary, a poor showing from the county's 260,000 registered voters. And there was low turnout today in Stark and in Summit counties as well. Now tonight at 11, we're going to have some more information about a very important school levy that was on the ballot in Parma. It's failed there 7 times. Also, Parma's mayor is going to be decided in today's primary vote. Stay with News Channel 5 for the latest. Reporting live, I'm Dan Haggerty, News Channel 5.
Okay, Dan, thank you. We'll have all the results as they come in this evening on newsnet5.com and on News Channel 5 at 11 o'clock.